Welcome to Inspire Within. It's your boy Mike Carolina. I'm joined here with a good brother, my brother Nick. We're here. He's a great motivational speaker, and if you want to follow him, you can follow him at
I Am the Good Life.
Okay. So my boy Nick here, I brought him on the show because I was intrigued by the videos that he speaks about, and it's so inspiring. You're so inspiring, and the words that you put out, I believe wholeheartedly in. So I really want to have you on here, and I'm grateful to have you on here. But so,
thank you, brother.
I just appreciate it, no doubt. So,
dude, this is such a cool setup you got over here.
Oh,
man, you're a pro everywhere you go.
Yeah. I'm just learning as we go. You know, it's all a journey, and so I just had a few questions that I feel like my audience might want to hear from you because it's a different voice than me all the time. So really quick, just what are some of the 3 personal characteristic traits that you think anyone who's going to be successful in anything they do, what are those 3 traits that a person might need?
Well, what do you define success as?
So success, when I talk about success, it's not about your money, but about what makes you happy. How can you create a happy life?
Because that's different. Because for me, like financial success, like that's like an objective thing.
Right.
And I'm not like what I want to be even, and I don't think I ever really will be. But when it comes to my limits, but I was talking about this the other day, it's the cap of I don't give a shit about money, dude. It's really where you want to be, how much potential you have, and how much you put out towards that potential. The more you do that, the more happiness you're going to aspire to find. Because you can't be upset at yourself for giving your everything every single day. Right. Even if you don't know what you're doing. Just knowing that you're going to give your potential. For me, the other 2 things, I guess, would be like finding something you just really enjoy doing.
Okay.
And like honestly, like I haven't been that giving until very recently. So the more I give, it's so true, the more I receive. And it literally, like, I swear to God, it just comes right back to you.
So giving.
Yeah, dude, wow. The more you get, like, when you feel lost and you don't know where you're going in your life, you get stuck, you give. I'm telling you, when you do that, I promise you, somebody or something great is going to happen where it returns to you, because that's literally the universe just like returning the favor and investing in you. Because the universe wants to give to you, to the people that want to give to it.
Right, you're providing a service to the world, to the people living in it. So in return, you're giving that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's just those are my terms. So.
Right. Okay. That's great. I believe wholeheartedly in what you said. Giving that really resonated with me. When you give to others, you receive in return, and not out of seeking gain.
Exactly.
I guess another question I had was about energy. I'm big on energy. I love positive energy, exerting positive energy.
Yes.
I believe energy, we have a certain amount of energy each day. I can tell that you believe that as well.
Dude, energy is a choice, man. Energy is a choice. Dude, I get up in the morning, I'm exhausted. Sometimes I don't want to get up. I'm just like, fuck today. But I say, you know what? I want to get up. I want to kick ass today. I have a saying. I'm sorry I'm swearing so much, but I just want to talk.
Brother, speak.
But for me, it's like either today is going to be your bitch, or you're going to be the day's bitch. Like that's how it is. And when I think of that, really think of it, and you're like, who owns today? You can literally have the choice to get up before the sun and make it your day. You can literally beat the sun at its only job that it's done forever. You have the choice to do that.
So is that something that you try to do? You try to be the first one up or beat your competition?
Yeah, for me, like I'm my own worst enemy and my own competition. So it's literally, and I don't do it every day, but I don't get mad at myself if I don't. I just take what I can and go to the next thing. I don't get stuck on the past or get stuck on what I'm doing wrong, what I don't have. I just go to the next thing and say, fuck it, let's just take what I got and go. Because sometimes life's going to be like that. Like, dude, I just paid all my rent, now I'm poor. Am I going to be mad, or am I going to take what I got and just go to the next thing?
Wow. I hope you all are taking away these nuggets. Brother Nick, at the good life is really...
No, dude, I'm just poor, man.
But like you said, poor is a mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a mindset.
Exactly.
Just how you say energy is a choice. Some people choose to live in a state of depression or where they're just not happy, but it's a choice. You can be happy or not.
Yeah, there's really, like when you pour is just poor mentality. You cannot be successful, like financially, if you have a poor mentality. And I can't take credit for that one. I've heard that one somewhere, but that's like a given for sure, dude. Because you can have $1 million. I know millionaires. I've asked them. I know a guy who I asked, he had $4 million a year. I'm like, dude, you must be happy and have everything you want, right? He's like, not really.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, how much would you have to make to be happy? He's like, $5 million probably. And that shit doesn't change.
Nope.
You know, if you're not happy with no money, and trust me, I know, man. Like, I've had a long time having $100 in my bank account. If you're not happy with that, you're never gonna be happy. Because you're putting your happiness, Bob Marley said, numbers are infinite. If you chase numbers for happiness, your search for happiness is never gonna end. That's gonna be infinite. You're never gonna be happy.
So, one thing when you said that really resonated with me is just gratitude.
When you create gratitude, more comes on top of that. But when you look for gratitude, when you look for an action, see, that's the thing, is people look for results. That's the problem. I don't go to the gym and say, okay, where are the results at? Give me the results. If you chase the gratitude, you chase the work ethic, you chase what you love, that you actually enjoy, the results come from that. Results aren't meant to be something that you chase. It's something that comes from what you're looking for.
From your drive.
Within you.
Right.
The external you get is a result of your internal that you give.
Okay. Amazing. So, one last question. I appreciate your time for you
Dude,
being here with us.
You are a kick-ass interviewer, man.
My God, I mean, I appreciate you being on the show, and all credit for me is just being about being humble and gratitude, being grateful for what we have. So to be able to connect with you is an achievement in itself,
Well, thank you, sir.
So,
and you, sir, I'm very grateful for you as well.
I appreciate that. So, one last question. When it comes to, I feel like people are afraid to exert their emotions and love. I feel like love could end wars. It could change the world. So how do you feel about love and that passion? When you hear that word, what can love do for you and others in this world?
Well, it depends where you're putting it. Do you love to hate? Are you just accepting things that just because it feels good, or are you accepting things because you know it's true? When it comes to love.
Right.
So it's really what's true and what's also what feels right. It's like a combination. But of course, love, I mean, I can't say no to love, but at the same time, it's not about limits, it's more about where is that love going? It needs to go into you, but also into what I believe I'm fighting for in my life is purpose. I'm not putting all my energy into me anymore. My life turned around when I stopped fighting for me and I started fighting for why am I here.
Right. That why.
So, I wanted to be an actor for a long time. I wanted to be a singer for a long time. And it was nice, and I eventually attained those goals, but it didn't, at that point when I got them, I was like, well, that's it? If I died tomorrow, it's like, this is cool, but what did I do here?
Your purpose.
There's billions of people on this planet. What effect did I really have? Did I give my everything to them? And I think, okay, well, how can I give my everything to as many people as possible by just being me? And that's living my purpose. We can all do that. And it's supposed to be the easiest thing in the world, but it's the hardest thing in the world to do. You know what I mean? But that's because we do more. The less you do, the more your purpose you're going to be.
Right.
And that comes from the self-love at first. You have to have self-love first. It's accepting who you are, loving who you are, and knowing that you are enough. You're more than enough. Literally, you can be any damn thing that you want to be on this planet, even things that don't exist.
Right.
But that all comes from loving yourself, and then from there, you can give love to other people as well.
So beginning with self-love before you can achieve love or put that love out.
Well, actually, you know what?
Yourself.
You can put love out first. That might actually be even better. Once you, like I said earlier, when you give, it comes back.
Receive.
When you're lost, you're stuck, you don't feel love. How can you not feel love from yourself if you're giving love to someone else? Just like I'm going to a charity, I'm helping people out, I'm feeding the homeless. That makes me feel more love from me. I care so much for others. How can I not care about myself? The feeling it gives me I feel like that may be the first step off the bat.
Really?
Yeah.
Giving out love.
Yeah, the more love you give to people, the more love you're gonna get, especially from yourself. It's proof.
Right.
And it does change the world. A lot of people like to think the world really is about, I feel like, people. Like, what's your purpose? Is just being as much you as possible, but also as much you as possible interacting with people. Because you're not here alone for a reason.
Right. So you spoke of purpose before. Last question. I'm sorry,
dude. No worries, man.
You ran into another topic that just hit me.
Yeah.
When you spoke of purpose and how a lot of people are distracted. You said it should be the easiest thing to find and to do, but most people don't take the time to be with yourself and really understand what that is, right?
Dude, the hardest thing on the planet is being vulnerable, man. Being vulnerable, I learned that. It took me so long, and it's painful because you think. Because you know, especially in LA, a lot of people are going to be closed.
Oh yeah.
But it's like when you give, you get. When you are your purpose, other people are going to live their purpose too. So be the initiator. Don't look for invitations from people. Like invite them into your world, and they will start saying like, "Well, he's doing it. Maybe it's kind of safe for me to do it."
Right.
So like when there's people that are closed-minded, like, "Yo, what's up?" Instead of being like, "Yeah, yo, what's up?" You know, like, how are you doing? You know, care about you. I'll be like, hey man, doing good? You know, like look you in the eye and like really tell you.
Connection.
And they may not bond right off the bat, but it will hit them at night. I swear.
Wow.
There's a story, I'm gonna say it really short, of this man who he was gonna commit suicide and jump off the bridge. And he wrote on this note, he said, if I'd had one person look me in the eye today, just look me in the eye, I won't jump. He walked all the way to the bridge, and now one person looked in the eye, and he jumped. All it takes is that one thing, like that's giving, right there. But yeah, you will never know how much you affect the world around you because the majority of people you affect won't even say anything. Or they won't feel it until tomorrow, next day, next week, next month, next year, 10 years down the line, they'll think, I remember that one guy. All he did was look me in the eye, but for some reason I'm affected by that.
Wow.
You'll never know. So don't do things for others. Do them because you know that's your purpose and that you're giving the most you to this world that you can possibly give.
Providing value.
Provide the value to
That's
this
your
world,
service.
man.
That's your service.
Like, what is your value sitting on a couch and watching movies all day long? Like, you don't know how many lives you could be saving, including your own. Down the line, thinking back of the memories where it's like, shoot, like if you're in a suicidal situation or something, you're giving yourself memories of like, but I remember the times where I gave, and I remember how good that felt, so I'm gonna go out and give it some more.
Right.
You know, so like by giving more value as much as you can into the world, everything comes back. So love is the answer to everything, but it really is the energy of where you're putting it and what it means. What's your intention for it? Set your intention for the day, set the intention for your value.
Wow. So I've been blown away by this interview. I hope you all have as well.
I read all of that off the Lucky Charms box, dude. That was some charms right there.
Oh man, Nic. So Nic really touched on energy, loving thyself first, and then giving off love into the world, and in return, you will get that love in return. And then also, one of my biggest takeaways was purpose. And so eliminating the distractions and really focusing on yourself so that you can become more and give more value to the world.
Yeah, dude, it's just give, man. Seriously, like, if you're lost, that's the best thing to do, just give. Give to yourself, give to others, and it sounds cheesy as shit, but facts are facts.
Right.
The more you give and like you find a way to really like enjoy that and push it out there, put your value out there. That's all it is you're putting your value out there. When you put your value out, you feel valuable. You start realizing that, and then other people start seeing your value too.
They understand what you're giving. Maybe you might inspire them to give.
Yeah, like if I wanted to come sit and talk to you and do this, but I only thought about giving to myself, I'd be trying to sound cool. I'd be saying things like, just like, don't give a shit. But I'm being real, I'm being vulnerable, and I'm like, this is the things that changed my life.
Right.
And I genuinely want people like to be affected by this. I want people to like that are in shitty situations during the winter to watch this and be like, well, guess what? I remember that interview because fucking Mike is so awesome. He wanted to go out and give to me, to people out there, and now because of that, I want to give to people. And then it's a domino effect. It's like a ripple effect.
Right. Man. So I'll tell you, I've been inspired just sitting here listening. I know the audience has as well, but we don't want to take up too much of your time, but we're appreciative to have you for this long. And so you can follow me at Mike Carolina Inspire. You can follow Nic at
I Am the Good Life.
And please stay motivated, inspire yourself. You have everything you need inside of you. And we thank you all for tuning in. And take care. Have a great day. Peace.
Thank you.
Bon appetit. Yeah. When I make it to the top, I hope I'm not afraid of heights. Yeah, I said when I make it to the top, I hope I'm not afraid of heights.